Hey, what's going on YouTube? My name is Arden Studios and welcome back to another YouTube video. So in today's YouTube video guys, I'm going to be playing Beesmas Simulator once again. Sorry about the couple day break, and today's video is not actually going to be Beesmas related. Well, it sort of is, but in today's video, first of all, I just recently got the Supreme Star Amulet. Like, this happened not too long ago. I got it a day before I'm recording this, and so that means I've hit exactly 40 gifted bee types, which, in all seriousness, that's definitely not easy in the grand scheme of bee swarm, especially considering that you're gonna have to get a lot of event bees gifted if you want to get the Supreme Star Amulet. So in today's video now, I'm gonna be going over a lot of my tips and tricks, especially revolving around Beesmas, to help you guys get the Supreme Star Amulet. Because, first of all, Beesmas is so important, honestly, for getting the Supreme Star Amulet because of gingerbread bears and quest lines. Like, before Beesmas started, I had discovered 30 gifted bee types, and we're about maybe a week, a bit more than a week into Beesmas, and I've discovered another 10, all of which were legendaries and event bees. So yeah, with that being said, guys, in today's YouTube video, I'm going to be giving you guys some tips. Let's get straight into it. And can we try to hit 10 likes on today's video? I'd really appreciate it, but let's begin. Alright, so the very first tip I can give you guys to get the Supreme Star Amulet, probably the most important one, is use gingerbread bears. Now, I'm not going to use mine right now because I don't really want any gifteds, but gingerbread bears are so important. 1% chance to turn a bee gifted is absolutely insane. That doesn't necessarily mean you're going to need 100, guys. You could get really lucky. I've been getting really lucky. I got my festive bee gifted from 2 gingerbread bears, my puppy bee gifted from 10 gingerbread bears. I've been getting really lucky, honestly, with my gifted bees, and I got my tabby gifted from 17, but gingerbread bears are so good. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, there's really nothing in the catalog that I would rather have over the Supreme Star Amulet. It's such a game changer. Don't worry about wasting your gingerbread bears, guys. The only thing in the catalog there are only a few really useful things in the catalog, like, for example, the 50 super smoothies. If you can somehow get 500 gingerbread bears, which isn't impossible, like, you probably can before Beesmas ends, those are going to be useful for getting things like the Tide Popper. The 50 super smoothies is definitely going to be, like, a useful one, but the only thing about that is that it takes so many gingerbread bears, and honestly, even after you get the Supreme Star Amulet, it's going to take a lot more time for you guys to be able to get the Tide Popper, the Dark Scythe, the Gummy Baller. It's going to take you so much longer after. I wouldn't be surprised if you just have to wait until next Beesmas. But other than the 50 super smoothies, I'll be real with you, the Merimondo bundle is not that great. I mean, it's great, don't get me wrong, but, like, the 100 purple potions is definitely strong. The 10 festive planners is definitely good, but it's just so expensive. You can save for it, but again, I wouldn't do it until after you get the gingerbread bears and you get the Supreme Star. So, sorry I dwelled on that point a little too long. Just remember, use your gingerbread bears to get bees gifted. It is so useful. Now, the next way you're obviously going to want to get bees gifted is through star treats, which there are loads of ways to get star treats. First of all, now that Beesmas has come around, don't take my 40 tickets as an example, because I just bought a star treat, but now that Beesmas has come around, tickets are so much easier to come by. The ticket planners are so good for getting tickets, honestly, and I've already bought 2 star treats since Beesmas has come out, just because of the amount of quests and gifts and all of the planters that are giving tickets. I've already bought 2 star treats since Beesmas has come out, so you can definitely buy them for tickets pretty easily. If you have the Cub Buddy, which a lot of people do already, then you guys can also get it from Bee Bear for doing their 15th quest, which honestly for a star treat, it's not that bad. Using 100 honeysuckles for the 14th quest, if anything, was probably the hardest part of that entire last 5 quests in the quest line, so just keep it in mind. And as for that, there's other usual methods of getting star treats, the Mother Bear questline, Panda Bear questline, but just remember, always use your star treats on an event bee. I'll get into the next main reason for that, which a lot of people already know, but you just always use your star treats on event bees, guys. It's just, I know that there will be, especially if you're like sort of endgame, like you think you're kind of transitioning into hive colors, I know there will be points when you think it's better to use it on a mythic bee, but if you're just trying to get the SSA, use it on event bees. I used my star treat, or maybe it was gingerbread bears. I think it was my star treat on my crimson bee. Now, I'm hoping to go for blue hive, just because I have a lot better RNG with the blue bees. I don't have any buoyant bees yet, which I'm kind of disappointed about. I'm trying to get more before I hive transition, but I'm trying to go towards blue hive, and I still got gifted crimson bee, even though I'm probably going to have to get rid of it later, because it's just so much harder to discover event bees. You can only discover them through star treats and gingerbread bears. Yeah, try to get all your event bees gifted before you move on to anything else. And then the next main way to get gifted bees, this is just absolutely essential, and it's pretty much kind of common knowledge by now in the Beesworm community, is that if you feed a bee its favorite treat, it has a chance to get gifted. Now, it's incredibly rare. I believe it's like 1 out of 24,000 for a mythic bee, but you should still do it. Just do it as much as you can. Honestly, if you're really trying to get SSA, if I were you, every single time you get a treat for a bee you want, just go ahead and just do until gifted, and if you're lucky, you'll get a gifted bee. I didn't get gifted tadpole then, but that's honestly okay. I've gotten some more gifted bees, actually a lot more gifted bees, just from feeding them their favorite treat. So those are going to be the 3 main methods to get gifted bees, but there actually is going to be one more. Now, honestly, if you're at the point where you really think the Supreme Star Amulet is the next big upgrade you need, you should be able to do this, but this is another amazing way to get gifteds. Now, this is only if you need more gifted legendaries and epics, but just go over to the Royal Jelly Machine. Now, I'm pretty low on honey, so I'm not going to do an example right now, but just go ahead and buy a bunch of Royal Jellies, and then just go to your settings and turn on until gifted. Now, I'll be 100% honest with you. I don't really see a reason why you shouldn't do this. If you're at that point in the game where the Supreme Star Amulet is the next thing you need, the only thing you can really spend your honey on is getting more treats, which is very important too. Leveling up your hive is no joke. And getting more good bees. And if you guys don't already know, even if you only have require gifted on, remember, never do until mythic, require gifted. Because that's just going to kill all your royal jellies. That means you're trying to get a gifted mythic bee, so just never do that. But if you're just trying to get, like, if you have only required gifted on, the game will still give you normal mythic bees, even if they're not gifted. So there's really no point in not doing it. You could get new gifted bee types, and if you're lucky, even get new mythic bees for your hive. But with that being said, guys, that is going to be it for today's video. If you're watching this outside of Beesmas, then first of all, if you're really far from Supreme Star, you might just have to wait for Beesmas again, because Beesmas is so good for getting gifteds. But if you're watching this outside of Beesmas, guys, the main thing I can tell you is save up all your tickets for star treats and feed your treats. Like, feeding your pineapples, blueberries, etc. is so important. But with that being said, guys, that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you all have an amazing day, and comment down below what other content you guys want on Beesmas. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all later. Peace.